Over the years, we've learned more and more about how important early education is for kids. These experiences that kids get in an early education program help them to develop skills that will last them for a lifetime. Our parenting contributor, Belinda Palacios, joins us today with more about the importance of early childhood learning and getting in an early childhood education program. It is so critical. Kids develop and hone these skills that they will use forever, like important things that you might not even think about, right?
That's right. People, I mean, when you have early childhood education, the favor it goes way up for those kids. They do better in school, they read better, they're going to hit that third grade reading mark. And then what studies have shown is that those that had formal early childhood education actually had better paying jobs. They were able to grab those jobs, and they were able to keep them, and they were higher paying.
In your notes, it says the return for society is more than $16 for every tax dollar invested in early childhood educational programs.
That's right.
I mean, that's a huge investment,
That
right?
is a huge investment. And so when you think about what that does for your community and your just economic status, I mean, it can be mind-boggling.
For sure. So things to think about that kiddos are learning in those early childhood programs. What do we need to think about?
Well, you know, kids will learn best by doing. So they use all their senses instinctively, and so when they're doing that, you know, learning and exploration type of thing, they're really learning what works best for them. So letting them kind of take control and explore in those early childhood days is very important. And also, they're gonna work really well in mixed groups, and that's really mixed age groups, because you've got the older ones that are able to mentor, and they're able to watch those older kids and see what they're doing. But then also those older kids learn. People don't really realize that they're learning how to teach and to mentor a younger
that's a good
generation.
thing. I didn't think about that. You always want your kiddos to be in a really safe, healthy environment too, at any age for sure, but in particular at this age. And they also, I think it's important to let kids kind of choose their own destiny when they're learning at this early age.
That's right, because what you find is that kids, you know, they're going to ask tons of questions on the things that they are really interested in. And so you don't have like a STAR test on early childhood education. And so letting them really find out what their interest is and really dig into that and be interested and ask those questions, because it's with the questions is where they really start to retain.
And also, let them play, let them figure things out.
That's right.
I think structure is important for a kid, but also just an unstructured environment is essential as well.
Using music, using art, using role play, those kinds of things to make it fun.
Okay, how can you really enhance that love of learning at an early age for kids?
Let them take the lead. You know, let them, you know, when I was a kid, it was always playing teacher or something like that.
Exactly. Me too. That's funny.
And so let the kids take the lead. Let them kind of forge that path on learning. So it's not something that they have to do, it's something that they want to do. And then allow that exploration. Allow them to get, you know, to color outside the lines, so to speak, to get out there and really experience some things, different things, because then they can decide what they're good at and what they're really interested in.
Don't you think you should let kids fail too,
Absolutely.
especially at this age?
Absolutely. You know, you learn so much through failure. And I think Steve Jobs and then Bill Gates has also talked about that they would not have been to the point that they were at without the failures, the many, many, many failures they had in between. So allowing those kids to fail and to help them to learn for that and know that it's not anything that's negative, helping them see the positive in that failure is really critical.
And I think that you can make, even at an early age, you can make it relevant and make those learning experiences relevant and applicable to their lives, right?
Absolutely. You know, because our kids are going to be, you know, especially our younger kids, who knows what the environment's really going to look like. And so understanding the environment they live and being applied to their everyday life and why it's important, because you'll hear kids say, I don't ever use Algebra 1, but they do, and they really don't realize it. And so helping kids to understand how those things apply to their life and how it's going to apply down the line once they get to be adults and in the workforce.
So important, so important. What's your childhood or your parenting challenge?
Well, I think, you know, us as parents, that we need to realize that learning doesn't take place in just one spot. It's not just in a classroom. It's, you know, it's at home. It's on a playground. It's in a car ride. And so all of these opportunities for learning, and just us as parents making those learning opportunities taking them and making them the best that they can be for our kids is what's important.
I think that's so right. I mean, your kids are going to learn, even if they're enrolled in an early childhood program, that learning doesn't stop when they leave.
No.
And there is so much that they need to absorb at those, 1, 2, 3, 4 years.
That's right.
So important for the parents to be involved.
And just realizing that that kids want to learn. When they are young, they are like sponges and want to soak it up, so give it to them.
I love it. Belinda, good stuff today. Stick around, everybody. We've got news and weather headlines after this short break.